Hello to my one subscriber, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something extra special planned out for you. A tutorial on how to create and play the legendary death swap game in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. But before we dive in, make sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. You gotta do all three of those, trust me. Alright, let's get started. So, for all you guys that don't know what death swap is, it's basically one of those mini games in Minecraft, except it's extremely fun. Now, I guarantee all of you guys know the YouTuber Dream. Well, he played death swap, and that's one of his most popular videos. And, well, it's basically where you try to trap your friends. Like, say you place lava here, and right before the death swap timer runs up, you jump into that lava and you swap with your friend, and your friend dies from that lava. Basically, you swap positions and you try to die, hence the name death swap. So I will be showing you how to create it, and don't worry about all these command blocks. I know it looks like a lot, but trust me, you'll understand it once I show you. Now I will give you a good view of what the setup looks like. This is the inside of it. The armor stands are, don't worry about those really right now. And this will work for however many people that you want to play death swap with. It could be 2 people, it could be 3 people, it could be 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't even care. So if you want to play with 4 people, all you'd have to do after I show you how to make all this is just add another line of command blocks like this and move this over like 2 or 3. But today I will just be showing you how to make the death swap game with 3 people. Now I'm pretty sure you all have the common sense to figure out how to do it with 2 and maybe 4, but I'll be showing you with 3, and if you have any questions, just tell me in the comments and I'll answer them. So here are the materials you will need in order to make this death swap minigame. Okay, so you will need redstone blocks, a block of your choice, preferably the ground block that you're building this on. You could leave that in your inventory for now, you don't need to put that in your hotbar. You need an anvil, you need a pressure plate, you need 3 name tags, 1, 2. You need an armor stand. You need a command block. You need a lever. And then in your inventory, you could place redstone dust, dropper, redstone repeater, glass, and a redstone torch. Now, once you have all of these materials, I will show you what you have to do with them. So first, what you want to do is you want to place a regular command block facing up like this. Make sure that's pointing up. And then inside of that command block, you want to make sure it's impulse, unconditional, needs redstone. You can keep all that the same. And what you want to type is /effect @E, because we're going to be using an armor stand, which is an entity, and put square bracket name and then equals, and then we could just put like stand 1 for example, and then close off the square brackets by putting another one. And what we're trying to do here is we're going to put fire resistance, because say you do a trap that requires lava, you don't want the armor stand to burn, which will mean you can't teleport anymore, obviously, and that is not what we want. So we'll put fire underscore resistance. Did I spell that right? Resistance. And then 999. Could put like 7 9s. And then 1. And then true. Like that. Okay, after you've placed that block and done the command, if you're on PC, you could press Control and then the middle mouse button to copy that command block and it should say command block and then plus data, and then you could scroll above it, place it so it's facing up, and then just change it to chain, and from stand 1 to stand 2 for the second player. And then the last one, you could place it facing this way, and then change it to chain, and then do stand 3. Now, if you were to have more than 3 players playing this, you would place another one facing up, and then name it stand 3, and then stand 4, and then stand 5, and then the last one, the last stand that you're doing, face it this way. I don't know why, but that's just how you're supposed to do it. And then place a lever here. Now, don't worry about what the lever does yet, because we haven't placed the stands, and we don't need to worry about that yet. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to place a line of 3 command blocks. 1, 2, and make sure 3. And make sure to leave a space in between all 3 of them. And then, since we're doing 3 players, you want to place them in 3 rows. So 3 lines of command blocks that are facing upwards. That's what the setup's going to be. Although what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to break this. Since I'm on PC, I'm just going to be copying the data down. So yeah. Alright, so inside of that command block, you want to write /tp at e, and then name equals stand 1, and then you want to type your username. So for example, I'm going to do a random username. Let's do Steve1, for example. And then what we can do is we can copy that, place it here, and then place it here, and change this to stand 2, and a different player. We could do Alex 275. Okay, and now for the third one, we could do stand 3. Now, if you have a username that has a space in it, for example, my alt account that I just created, it has spaces in it. It has a T, then a space, and then a man, then a space, and then a 0316. Now, if you were to type this in here, it would be this. And if I were to teleport to my alt account, his username without any spaces like this, it would say no targets match selected because his name has spaces in it. But if you were to put spaces in a command block and you look at the output, hold on, it would say, I don't know, I turned off command block outputs because it was getting really annoying, but it would say that it's trying to reference just the T in general, and this is some other type of code that it doesn't understand. So if you have a name with spaces, you want to put the name, inside of quotations so it knows and recognizes it as like a string, so it knows it's a name and not just a command. Then you could exit that out. Alright, so after you've done that, you want to place another row of command blocks that are facing up, like so. And in these command blocks, you want to write /tp, and then instead of the @e stand 1, you want to do /tp one of the other names. So I'll do tman 316. And then at E, name equals stand 1. So I'll teleport the player to the stand, which is being teleported to this player. So it'll swap the players' positions. And then this one's Alex. So we can do make this TP to Alex 5. We're actually gonna make this Steve, sorry. Steve, and then Steve 1. So TP Steve 1 to stand 2, and then we'll do Alex 275. Alex 275 to stand 3. Now you want to make sure that the stands are the same, in the same like row, this way. So this is stand 3. This should be stand 3 too. This is stand 2. This should also be stand 2. This is stand 1, and this is also stand 1. So, after you've done all that, we're gonna place a third row of command blocks. I know it's crazy, so many command blocks. But the thing about these, sorry, I'm gonna get the other one. The thing about these command blocks is that these command blocks are like what stores the stands, so they don't stay with the player, because that's really annoying. I know that could be really annoying. So we could do TP at E name equals stand 1, and then what we can do is we do a little squiggly line, space squiggly line, 1 space squiggly line, so that TPs it right here, stand 1 on the stand 1 row, and then we're gonna copy that block and just paste it, and then we're gonna change this to stand 2, and then change this to stand 3. Now again, if you have 4 players, do everything I just did, but with 4 players. Move. Okay, so after you've done that, you are going to take your redstone, take your dropper, take your repeater, and take your redstone torch. And what you're going to do is you're going to place a repeater inside of this row, like this, and click it twice. And then place a repeater here, place a repeater here, and place a repeater here. So you'll have this. Okay, and then you're also gonna want to place a repeater here, here, and here. And then you'll take redstone dust, bring it 2 down, connect them, and then bring 1 right here. And we're gonna take this one down. I'm actually going to add on to this row because we might need a little bit more space. So after you've done this, you're going to place your repeater facing that way, place a piece of redstone dust, and place your repeater there. This is where your dropper is going to be. And you can place a lever on top of here. You don't need to, but that's if you want to stop the machine like sometime later on, because maybe, you know what, I don't actually know. It just can be helpful sometimes. So after you've done all this, this is what it should look like. And then inside of your dropper, you're gonna want to place all of any kind of block. You just want to place a bunch of them so they don't run out. And then right here you want to place pressure plate. This pressure plate is going to be extremely important. So yeah. So after you place the pressure plate, you want to dig a little hole right here, break this block. Actually, make sure it's this. Break that block, place a piece of redstone dust, and place a redstone torch right here. And then you can place redstone right here. And you can make it go this way, then up here, like so. And then we want to break this. Hold on. Make sure you surround this in glass, so you don't want to pick up your block, because if you pick up your block, that won't be good. Although I'm not gonna fully surround it yet, because if I pick up my block right now, it'll make sure it doesn't activate the entire thing. But I can actually do that right now because there's currently no stands yet work. So when you place a repeater here, let me just grab one real quick. You place a repeater here like this. It sends a redstone signal to the dropper once the pressure plate is down like this. Once you go back up, hold on. Yes. Okay. So once you place a repeater here, this repeater that you place is going to be exactly how you're supposed to start this machine. So you place a repeater facing the dropper. It shoots out a redstone block, which activates the machine. So basically, for a block to despawn, it takes exactly 5 minutes. And I know what you're thinking, well, what you're probably thinking, and you're like, well, how am I supposed to know when the 5 minutes is up? And that is exactly what that tall tower of command blocks is, but it's really simple, don't worry. I'll go over that later. But after the 5 minutes is up, and the block is collected, like this, it activates the command block, which activates the repeater to shoot out another redstone block. But in that quick time, right before the repeater launches back another redstone block, it does the teleportation. So it teleports the player to the stand to a different player, and then stores the stand. It makes sure that the players teleport to the other player's stand, and then the stand goes back into storage, so you swap places with a different player basically. And then it shoots out another redstone block, and then waits 5 minutes, and then shoots out another one. So that's why you don't want to pick them up. But to activate this machine, all you have to do is place that. But this is the basics of the machine, and that's really all you need. And this, you have to make sure to flick this to make sure that the stands have the fire resistance on them. So the next thing you want to do is you want to place the amount of stands that represent the amount of players you have, and you want to take a name tag. And you want to name them stand 1, stand 2, stand 3. I'll do that right now. Now once you have all these stands, you take stand 1, stand 3, and stand 2, place them. And then once you activate this machine, like this. Shoots out the block. You collect the block. The timer runs out like this. It teleports stand to the player and the player to a different stand. Now, as you can see, maybe if you already knew, the account was right there, and it just teleported to where I think the second stand was. No, the third stand was right there, and then the stands teleported right back on here. Now it shot out another block, but I picked it up, so like that. It shot out another block, and it teleported the player to a different stand like that. Although since I only have one player and I didn't use any other account names, therefore it teleported onto there, but you get the point. Now you can't really test this by yourself because you need other players in order for it to work. If you ever want to stop the machine, just break the repeater right there. And yeah, that's it. Now for the timer. The timer is one of the tricky parts. I'm actually going to break this and I'll show you what the timer is based off of mine, the one that I have working right now. See you then. Yeah. Now, after you've done all of that, sorry, I'm just gonna close these. After you've done all of that, I need you to place a repeater here and redstone here. Now that's gonna lead to an impulse command block that is unconditional, needs redstone, and all that. And all it's gonna say is you have to write say, and the say command is gonna show like a bracket and then an exclamation mark in the chat. It's gonna appear on the screen and say swap in 5 minutes. And then as you can see in this next command block, it's a chain, it's conditional, and it's always active, and it's gonna say swap in 4 minutes. Now you're probably wondering, well, how's it gonna know it's been a minute? You scroll down and you see delay in ticks. It says 1,200. Now that's 1 minute in real time. So 20 ticks is equivalent to 1 second. So 1,200 ticks would be 1 minute. So basically what it's saying is that in this command block, this is gonna wait to execute. So it's gonna wait to say swap in 4 minutes. It's gonna wait a minute until it says that. Same for the next one. It's gonna wait a minute until it says swap in 3 minutes. And by the way, all of these command blocks going up, they're conditional and always active. Is it's waiting a minute until it says swap in 3 minutes, and then wait a minute, swap in 2 minutes, wait a minute, swap in 1 minute. Although actually, wait a minute, swap in 1 minute, and then right here. This is the start of the commands where it starts like counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it says swap when it's time to swap. For this one, it's gonna be a delay of 1,000 ticks. Because if we put this as 1,200 ticks, for example, that would mean that it's gonna wait the full minute. And when the console says swap in 10, that's going to be exactly when it swaps. We don't want that. So we have to make sure we leave the extra 10 seconds for the command blocks. And then the next one where it says swap in 9, the delay is only going to be 20 ticks because that's equivalent to 1 second. And then each of these going up, swap in 8, swap in 7, swap in 6, all the way to 1, they're going to be 20 ticks. All the way to here, 20 ticks. And then the last one is just going to be say and then swap and 20 ticks. And as soon after it says swap, it's going to swap the players. Yeah, that's basically all you need to know. And you can just cover it up with glass so like an Enderman doesn't take the command block or something like that. I'm not even sure if they can take command blocks, but just to be safe. So yeah, Remember to like, comment, and share this video with your Minecraft friends. And who knows, maybe you can have a lot of fun with this, or maybe you don't like it. But I just really hope this tutorial helped. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comment section. I hope you really enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya!